Well, hello, what a surprise. You caught me outside my streaming schedule. Quite a surprise since I stream every day. Well, while you're here, why don't you check out one of those rant videos that I'll be doing, which you're in one right now. This one focuses on Ubisoft and how the gaming industry has gone to shit. As you all know, the game industry is currently going through a very rough patch regarding monetization and our favorite games facing very weird decisions from the top down. So if you enjoy my rage and want to see more, I'm always available on Twitch and you can find me on all platforms. Bye bye, enjoy! This game was made by people who work as a barista for a living. No, like, content wise, right? The world building and everything, it's really good. It's just this game has an identity crisis of sorts. Like they couldn't decide what to do with the story. So like every AC game every 2 or 3 years is made by a different Ubisoft studio, and they utterly cannot get on the same page at all. Like Ubisoft Bordeaux, I think that's how it's pronounced, is the only one that understands Assassin's Creed nowadays. And they don't let them make him like a mainline game. For example, I've heard that Claws of Agi is made by Ubisoft Bordeaux. Assassin's Creed Mirage was made by Ubisoft Bordeaux. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, I don't know French. But, like the previous games, right? Parkour took a back seat. The actual Assassin Templar took a back seat. They overblew the Isu and the ones who came before story way out of proportion, where they just used it as a plot device to introduce mythical elements into their games. I won't deny they looked cool, but it didn't get me playing, for example, because I play these games not to experience mythology. There's God of War for that. There's an entire franchise that's already established in mythology, like knee-deep in mythology, which is already immensely successful, right? That you're trying to get a piece of the pie. Ubisoft's like entire history for the previous like 5 to 10 years at this point has been trying to get a piece of the pie. That's not who they were. Ubisoft was, in my opinion, was one of the greatest game development studios that has ever existed. Something happened. Something after Assassin's Creed Unity got fucked up. The moment they started the moment Witcher 3 came out, right? Witcher 3 flipped the industry on its head. And every single game that came out after Witcher wanted to copy and be Witcher, because Witcher was incredibly successful and they wanted a piece of the pie. Again, this piece of the pie thing has ruined the gaming. This has turned into a whole ass tangent, I'm sorry. But like, this piece of the pie thing has ruined the industry so much. It's still in effect today, because the Fortnitification of games, like what, look, hold on, I'll show you this. Do you honestly believe, well hold on, travel to the mainland, oh cool, I didn't read that, how did we do that? Anyways, okay, do you honestly believe this type of content belongs in a single player game? A fucking battle pass! Why is this here? Like they put, at least they don't expire, right? They don't have FOMO. But do you honestly think I'm going to play your single player game long enough for me to like complete all these battle passes, right? I played this game, for your information, I played this game for upwards of like, I think 60 to 70 hours. I haven't finished the launch battle pass. They don't give you enough XP at all. They don't give you enough incentive at all. They don't give you anything. They want you to live, breathe, and shit in this game at this point. Like, what do you mean, yeah? Like, I know you're messing with me, but this piece of the pie thing must stop. These studios, these games used to have identity. They used to be something. If I wasn't so lazy, I would go ahead and pull my entire Assassin's Creed collection outside my cupboard, right? Outside my wardrobe. They're on the right path. They're fixing it, right? But for the love of God, come to a consensus before you build another game. The next game is apparently about the witch hunts, and that has potential to be very good, because witch hunts, witches, magic, right? Magic in the Assassin's Creed universe means the precursors. Yeah, as in, oh yeah, it makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Like I could maybe slightly understand selling these packs, maybe, right? Like skins. These unfortunately have been a staple in gaming for us as long as I can remember. Look, dude, I don't agree with it, but if I am forced to find a middle ground, I would be able to understand this, right? Because these are just skins in a single player game. That sounds horrible, by the way, because skins used to be a multiplayer thing. Again, this is piece of the pie type shit. But I don't appreciate them not sticking to one thing, right? You cannot, like, put your hand into every basket and have the game coherent in its monetization, or it's like in itself, basically. It just does not work that way. You can't have a microtransaction store and a paid game and an expansion and a battle pass. At least the battle passes are free. Like, that's fine. A free progression system just for the sake of progression. I'm fine with that. At least the battle passes aren't paid. But what gives you the guarantee that they won't make it paid the next time? Like the next my brain works faster than my mouth sometimes. So like, what makes you think that the battle pass won't be paid the next go round? What makes you think that? Right? It doesn't work. It just does not. I was supposed to play this game. I'm now ranting for like what previous like 10 minutes. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I know you're listening. Love you. But it's just understandable. You're Fujin. Let's go. Nice. But yeah, like, I don't know. This piece of the pie thing needs to stop. Like, this is just one example. Right? One of my favorite games, Destiny 2, has been utterly ruined by the monetization of it. They wanted to like make a battle pass, and that gutted the game so much. Because the fun of Destiny, for the most part, if you weren't an active player, right? Because the game actually just burns you out. You would take a break for a month or two, and then come back and finish up all that you missed. Or all the content that has accumulated over the time. And that was the best thing, because everything was viable to do, everything was fun, and you just went in, did that stuff, got your weapons, got like the aesthetics you wanted, all there. Let's say you didn't want high weaponry, black armory was there. Let's say you didn't want black armory, fallen weaponry was there. Well, exotics, but still, you get what I mean. Monetization is, yeah, I mean, it could be done well, right? The only monetization that I've seen that has consistently stood the test of time has been, weirdly enough, MMO subscriptions. It's, like, in the past, I used to be quite against monthly subscriptions to a game, because it just felt like a trap, right? It utterly felt like a trap. But the more time went on, the more the game industry got, like, and shitified. It just, like, made sense, because you give 10 euros a month, and then the content you get in that said month is great. Like, it was live service before live service was a thing. Which, like, think of World of Warcraft, think of Final Fantasy, right? Monthly subscriptions just make sense in this day and age. In games like that, of course. With the, like, for the bang for the buck type stuff, you know? Because at least you're paying for constant upstream of content. What is this? Like, making a single player game a live service is the shittiest thing I've ever seen. Because I finished this game, and spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a very weird way of counting. 1. I finished this game and the ending was not in the game. The ending isn't an ending. They did this 3 times now, I believe. In 3 of the games. Odyssey, Valhalla, and this. Why? The first game that did this was, I think, Mass Effect 3. Like, the ending was not in the game at all. It was planned to be paid DLC and it just became free. I think it was like that. I don't fully remember. But, like, don't even know, man. But yeah, I'll probably make this whole rant a video. Like, I'll expand on it as well later on. I have so much things to say about Final Fantasy and the current state of Assassin's Creed and Destiny 2. I love these games, and I absolutely detest how they've like been handled. Like just sip of a tea, of the tea. I don't speak English. I don't know English. Okay. Let's play our game. Not yell. Not get angry. Like.